the confidence to take on an impromptu speech, not a table topic, a 5 to 7 minute speech from, he's a historian, from a person that is into computer science. So you just never know what you're going to get, and you did that, and I think that was so brave, and that just shows the level of your experience as a speaker. And without any prescience, Greg spoke for over 5 minutes, and what I loved is that he brought up, right out of the gate, a book. You referenced the book that you read, The World is Flat. I thought that was a great way just to make that correlation of, hey, this has been talked about for years, for a long time. I imagine this book has been around for more than a year or so. And so you spoke about how Americans utilize people in India for information, and they synthesize that information, analyze it, and then they present it. And I thought that was so great because within the first minute of your speech, you already set the tone for the theme. And that is not easy to do in an impromptu speech, and I really just want to say great job on that. I also loved how then you brought in a piece of yourself, that you're a historian. And you made the correlation how what you do is very much the same. You dig into Wikipedia, you synthesize the information, you analyze it, and then you deliver it. So I thought that was just a really great way to bring that point home once again. Hey, this has been done. I do it. And then you talked about how the computer, these supercomputers, really, at the end of the day, they're just going to make us better, but we'll still be doing the same thing we're doing right now. And I thought you made that flawlessly, actually. You did a great job with that. Very organized. So I have to tell you some things that you need to improve, and this is very difficult because I was very engaged. And as I looked around the room, and I heard everybody chuckling with your humor, and the way that you married all the information perfectly. The only thing that I would say, and I've seen you do it before, but especially today, you love politics, you find a way to bring it in whenever you can, but it took you off topic a little bit, especially when you got into Mike Pennant's. So just be careful. I think that beyond that, you really stayed on topic, but that was the only time where you kind of veered way left. So just stay on topic. But finally, my favorite part about your speech and just your speaking techniques is your humor and all the humor that you trickled in throughout. I have a million different examples, and I know you all heard it. My favorite is the final theme, though, the perfect Perry Mason meets George Jetson. Yeah. I loved how you threw that in at the beginning and you ended with Perry Mason and George Jetson, and it just made so much sense. Thank you so much.
At this time, I would like to call for a timer's report. How did our evaluators do?
So we have Marcy at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. We have Jim at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And then we have Renee at 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
So Renee wins.
There's no need to vote.
We can vote if we want.
Our first two evaluators went beyond 3 minutes, 30 seconds, so Renee is our best evaluator.
Yeah.
Next, I'd like to call on Renato. Tell us how we did with our odds and ums.
Hey, all Toastmasters and our honored guests. We did exceptionally well tonight, I thought. I only counted a few ums and ahs. Juan, you had a few. Cheryl, you had several ums and ahs. We like to report one you know and 2 so's. Jim, I heard 1 and 2 ahs. And Renee, just 1 That's it. Good job.
And now I'm going to ask Sandra, how did we do on the word of the day, and how did we do on our grammar?
We did very well with the word of the day. I was not sure how heavily it was going to be used. Sometimes bring in words, and I'm listening all night long, and it's like, Okay, they've forgotten it. 3 minutes after I said it. Anita, I heard 1, Michael 2, Greg 2, Frank 1, James 1, Renee 1, Paul 1, and there are probably more that I missed. It was absolutely amazing. General evaluator, Anita, you said return control back. Okay, return is back. So it's return control 2. And we had the same thing that came from Frank. Just like you were following each other right down the path of using things in the wrong way.
Frank?
Okay?
Frank. She's wrong.
Come on.
Michael, I'm not sure this is all in order. Michael, you said much better than I. Thank you. So many people say much better than me. It's much better than I am. But we leave off the am. But you used it correctly. And I was
Plus five.
Yay!
Plus
Language, as Marcy noted, the conduit by which Neve and Blaze. You said as a kid growing up. Well, I'm glad you weren't a kid growing down or a kid that was not growing up. You probably want to say when I was a kid, when I was a child, when I was growing up. But the two together do not work. You said round and round and round would be that hot, humid air. You had a couple sentences that were convoluted. That was one of them. The fan spun round and round, pushing that hot, humid air. You said also that was music we had to do our routines by. We performed our routines to that rousing music or whatever, how you want to describe it. When you're ending with prepositions, that's not the way sentences should end. You know, by, for, to. Our phrases or sentence should not end with that. And we had another one of those a little bit later on. Juan, you had eloquent, journey of public speaking, epiphanies, getting out of your own way. Excellent phrasing here. Stage transfer. Yeah, that was something educational for me. Whatever you feel your audience feels. I thought that was excellent. Mindsets. Switch to collaborative. Progress you made public speaking. Not about adding, it's about letting go. Lots of wonderful ideas and verbiage there. Greg, they will be so good, they will be a judge. Well, I don't think they will be a judge. He may be a judge, but they will not be a judge. They may be judges, unless they're all going to turn into one person. You also did the same thing, they will be smart either as president. So it needs to be as presidents or individuals. Renato, who's gonna tally votes. Frank, I'm not sure whether frickin' freezing has to do with Toastmasters or not. That's a little bit borderline.
What?
Was that your frickin' freezing?
That was Jim.
Jim, that was your frickin' freezing.
That's borderline, it's from Jim.
Yeah, it's borderline because it is, yeah.
Well, let's put it on the correct side of the border then.
Okay. Jim, you said that you are all there at. Again, that was a concept, ending with a preposition. You did say